too loud. We should like this. Okay. Fucking Chatacabra. The Chatacabra's right. Right? It's not. It's a decent starter monster. It gets bullied a lot. I mean, yeah, I guess that's normal starter monster, but
We have to run.
I don't know if I like it as much as like Gypceros and stuff. But it does look funny and it has a big tongue. What do you mean concern? Oh, because it's a frog. Yeah, I get it.
I can't just leave him.
I'll help. Hurry.
So another time step for this shit. Okay. I feel like it's good. I think Chatacabra's in good. I just... We'll fight. Okay, let's put it there. Because I think it's like... Cool design. Big tongue. It kind of teaches you like... Telegraphs. Wounding. Like you can wound its tongue when it does tongue stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I think it's decent. Yeah, I think it's decent. I think it like stays there. Good. Who's next? Doshaguma. It's not even the quest scene, is it? It just kind of like thingies. Yeah. I think Doshaguma's good. Like I think it has a cool wounding mechanic. You know, like the way its wounds will open up. When it enrages. Kind of like a glass cannon sort of thing almost. That makes sense.
Can we get out of here? I almost wet my fur.
Yeah, let's move.
I think that's good. I think Doshaguma's great. I think Doshaguma goes there. Yeah. That's what I reckon. By the way, I think like this is my order. I don't think there's like is there a bad monster? I think there's a mid monster, but I quite like all the monsters to be honest. So I think mid is like mid's not even bad, it's just mid. I think that's like my setting for this. Yeah. But yeah, Doshaguma I think is great. Actually, like, Doshaguma is like the hardest monster in the game, low-key. I think Doshaguma hits me the most, maybe, of all the monsters. Which is kind of funny. Alright, who's next? Chicken. Quematrice. No, I think Quematrice might be great as well. Maybe I'm biased because it's a chicken. But like, chicken monsters are just kind of goated by themselves. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? At least that's what I reckon. Yeah, I think, okay, wait, how long is this? It's also like, is this the, yeah, Quematrice is like the first element monster, right? Yeah, Quematrice is like the second monster you fight. Like, this kind of introduces you to element stuff. Plus, you can cut its tail.
Are we allowed to?
We can talk about it later. We have to follow them.
I think, okay. Where is it? Oh, I think Quematrice is great. Is it greater than Doshaguma? I don't know. Maybe I'll think on that. But I think Quematrice deserves great. Maybe there should be another tier. I'll think about it. But yeah, I think Quematrice is great.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Who's next? Lala Barina. Hey, I think Lala Barina has a... It's got a really cool design.
My
I'm really cool. Make bad here for Gore.
Barina
Bro,
Lala Barina.
I know you want validation,
It's a monster.
but you're not getting it from me, bro.
Smell.
Gore is fine.
This is
Stop
a very
hating.
distinct paralytic
No one
poison.
thinks you're cool. Okay. Lala Barina. Okay. Don't hit me with that cat. I think Gore's like...
More.
Oh wait, no, not Gore. Lala Barina's like... I think it's like...
I knew
It would be...
Definitely
I think
a
it could be
Balahara.
maybe peak if it wasn't such a pushover. I think like...
Scent. This
It has a
one's
really
paralytic
cool design,
properties
really
around the
cool
lower
moves. You know, like clearly, like... What's the word? It's very... Okay, yeah, obviously it's very fucking spider-like, right? But like... The animations of it are really good. That's what I'm trying to say.
end.
Where actually is it?
Its nest.
This is just Eric. Okay, right? Yeah. Like, the animations and stuff are really clean. And the design is really clean. I just think it's so much of a pushover. I guess that's like a lot of monsters in this game, though. But even in, like, tempered higher rank. Once again, I guess it's like everyone's... You know what? Okay, let's try to, like, be different about... Because, like, difficulties are kind of a hard topic to talk about in this game. I guess try to talk about it less with difficulty,
It will be
maybe.
next.
I don't know.
But can't leave him.
Also kind of just introduce you to, like, stats effects, right? Because it can paralyze you.
Back me up.
And I guess, like, dodging is kind of positioning focused. I think it might be great. I think it might be great. Okay, so we already have 3 monsters in great. So I'm gonna have to like balance this out a bit, but maybe that. Okay, we'll just leave it at that for now. Alright, who's next? Who's next? Oh god, Congalala. Okay,
There it is.
Congalala's funny. Congalala has a lot of funny details about it. I don't know if I put it in great though. I think it might be like top of good maybe. Maybe. Like, it's definitely funny. I guess it is memorable as well because it's really stupid. But Dude, what are they doing here? Oh yeah, they like love the fur, right? They like make outfits out of the Congalala fur. I literally think like the memorable part about Congalala is legit. It just farts on you, right? I wanna fart. That's what I mean. Fart joy. But it is like I feel like it is. No? There it is. Other than that, it's like I feel like he's not very threatening, which I guess makes sense, but I think Congalala's like here. Maybe here. Yeah. 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 Alright, who's next? Alpha Dosh. I mean Alpha Doshaguma, I think we just count with normal Doshaguma. Right? Like I guess Alpha Doshaguma is like when I placed Doshaguma, I was placing it referencing to Alpha Doshaguma. So I guess like if I was talking about Alpha, it would just be in the same spot. I mean, actually, normal Doshaguma might be like a tad lower. Not really any different. I guess Alpha's just like more health, more damage, right? That's kind of that. Balahara.
Help! I'm in trouble!
What's wrong?
Good.
We
Maybe.
were attacked by a horde
Balahara
of
has like
The Zato stayed behind to lure them away.
cool design,
It must be the monsters we saw on the sand ship.
a few
The
gimmicks.
Balahara.
Where is it?
Over
It has like a few gimmicks and stuff, but I don't know if I put it in great. I think it would just be good. And it kind of gets diffed by Doshaguma as well. Hard diff. Yeah. Easy diff from Doshaguma. Alpha Doshaguma, I'd say. But I think it's like, it's got loads of really cool gimmicks, like with the groundbreaking, the scream upon it. You can like knock it off of the pillars and stuff, right? I think if you go for all that, but I don't think it's like, I wouldn't say the fight is crazy memorable using its own attacks and stuff. It also has like a wound thing for when it spits out stuff.
We need to shake them off.
I don't know, I just think it's good. I don't think I'd put it in great, to be honest. Yeah. Where is it? I think it's good. Maybe it's better than Congalala. Maybe. Yeah, we'll leave it there for now. Who's next? Alpha Doshaguma again. Oh, well, yeah, here we go. This is where Alpha diffs Balahara, right? Like, come on, show. This is like negative aura points for Balahara. So it just gets like snapped in half by Doshaguma or some shit. Oh. Well. Oh, now does it show here? It should show in a sec. No?
Back her up. On it.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, look, like, Doshaguma is literally diffing all the Balahara. It's just negative aura. Okay, who's next? This Uth Duna.
Don't move!
I think it's Uth Duna. Yeah, Uth Duna. Uth Duna's cool, but I think it's like my least favorite of the Apexes. Because like, I don't think it's...
No, that's not the monster.
It's got a really cool look to it, but I don't think its fight is that interesting. It just kind of flops about everywhere.
You take Eric and run!
But I think like all, like the fat Leviathan design with all the markings on its body, and then like when it enrages, it has like all its fins out, whatever they are. I think that's cool. But other than that, I'm not sure. Where would I? Where is it? Uth Duna. Yeah, is it better than Doshaguma? Maybe. Like, Uth Duna's good, but the other Apexes are just better, to be honest. I'm gonna leave it there for now. I think this is getting changed. But that's why I'm gonna put Uth Duna for now. Okay, who's next? Rompopolo. I think Rompopolo is good, maybe. think it's like crazy. It kind of, it looks funny. I guess it's like its fight is kind of different, right? Because
Wait.
yeah, its fight is kind of different because
It's still in pretty good shape. It looks like it was just left here.
it mostly attacks you with the
Someone abandoned
it's
it in
flower,
a
is
hurry.
that word? Splits the oil out
They
the
couldn't have
ground
gone far. Let's keep searching.
instead of like attacking you with its body. So I guess that's kind of different. But I guess it's kind of satisfying when it deflates though.
Rompopolo.
But other than that, I'm not sure. Like, yeah, when it's like this and you hit it, it's very satisfying. And it looks funny. It's like a mosquito or some shit.
It looks pretty angry.
It's definitely not happy we're here.
Yeah. 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 Not sure. Maybe that. Yeah, let's do that for now. Okay, who's next? Rey Dau. I mean. I already know where this is going. The only thing that makes me sad about this monster is that it just gets slapped about by Arkveld and like every cutscene it's in.
Okay, but
I
what's
think,
the
like,
other one? From the look of
This
it,
is one of the best monster designs in the game. Really cool attacks,
This could get ugly.
really good OST.
well, we can observe from afar.
It utilizes the wound after attack mechanic pretty well. Like its face just kind of, you just wound its face right after it does a big beam. It looks really cool as well. Like they always do really well with flying wyverns. I feel like. Like I remember they said they found it hard to make Rey Dau because it was like they thought Rey Dau looked like too much of a flagship monster or some shit like that. And I agree. I feel like Rey Dau does fit the flagship monster design very well. Like, everyone thought it was the flagship for the game when they were originally showing it off. It's got aura, other than the fact they get slammed by Arkveld, which makes me sad. So what is Nata yapping about? Yeah, like it kind of slaps Arkveld a bit, and then Arkveld just kind of like does the Arkveld thing. But I'd say this monster is easily like peak.
Absorbing its energy?
I think Rey Dau's peak. We're gonna watch the rest of the cutscene because it's a cool cutscene. How long is it? Kind of long. I hope they do like I hope they do a variant of Rey Dau though. I don't want to do, maybe, I don't know, Red Lightning's pretty too basic, right? Like a dragon version. Like, oh, yo, here's Lightning Monster, or here's Dragon version. I think it's just been done before. But definitely, definitely one of the peakiest, peak monsters, I'd say.
The village is doomed if we don't stop it.
Yeah, Rey Dau, easy peak. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Rey Dau's peak. Who's next? Nerscylla. Okay. You know what? Nerscylla introduces Rove, which is already a plus, right? But Nerscylla kind of feels like a pushover in this game. As I said, okay, a lot of monsters are pushovers, right? But like with Rey Dau, I think Rey Dau carted people at least. Which makes sense, right? 'Cause it's an apex. But I think like Nerscylla, ecology-wise, like the hatchlings and stuff as well. I think Nerscylla's pretty cool. I don't know if it would be great. It might be highest of good, or maybe bottom of great. There is my king rogue. But
Now death greets me with a new mask.
I agree.
On to my salvation. So, what shall it be?
I
Shall
agree,
I
Rogue.
fate?
No, we're gonna save you.
Where would I put Nerscylla?
This is clearly.
Where's this? Nurses maybe here. I think this is fair. Is it better than Lala Barina? I don't know. It's definitely like harder than Lala Barina, you know, for I guess like harder whatever it is in this game, right? Because kind of easy game. But I think maybe just because Lala's new, I'm like rating it higher. But I think this is at least here or here. I'm gonna put it here for now. I think that's Nerscylla. Who's next? Hirabami. Okay. Personally, I think Hirabami might be the mid. The first mid. I think like... I think there is a missed opportunity with Hirabami. They could have made an alpha Hirabami, but they didn't. And I think they should have.
This confirms
Because
it.
we usually see it in
It's
packs.
a huge structure.
I can't imagine.
So,
anyone
I'm not sure why
building
it's not.
something
Where
like
is
this
it?
back home, let alone this size. How'd they even do it?
You're
Here we go. Yeah, Hirabami's like... It's an interesting design. But I just... I think it's kind of forgettable at times.
Is it wiser to use a needle to find?
Thank you,
or to
Rose.
find it
My
in a
king.
haystack?
I don't know why, like...
Then follow me.
Yeah, Hirabami's just like a bit forgettable, I think. I think it's like... It's still... As I said, there isn't a bad monster in this game, IMO. But I just think it's probably the least good. Maybe. Maybe the... Yeah, Hirabami might be the least good monster in this game, I'd
I
say.
come here when I'm in need of solitude.
Mid. I think Hirabami's mid. Maybe this is me. It has really cool equipment, but I think it's mid. Okay. We'll leave it mid for now.
I can't believe there was a whole net.
Who's next? Ajarakan. Okay.
Hey, you mind waiting on those repairs? We think it's some
Where's
kind
it?
of ancient apparatus.
Right.
Alright, yeah. I think Ajarakan's great. I think it's pretty memorable. Probably my favorite monkey in the game. I like how it swings about. I think it has like two ultimate moves, right? It has the big explosion where you can like wound its arms, and obviously the I think the memorable one is one where it like spins on the ground loads, and it like slam dunks someone. Where is it?
That's enough! Listen up! How's it looking? So far, so
I think
good. As long as nothing
yeah, I
else
think it's pretty
happens.
memorable. It kind of just feels like it's like, well, yeah, it's a monkey, right? It's just trying to punch the shit out of you. But yeah, I think it's there maybe. I don't know if it's peak. It's nearly peak, I'd say. But I think it fits there for now. Is it Nuja? Yeah, Nuja. Okay. Udra. This is a weird one. I think for the first cephalopod monster. Actually, okay. I think Ajarakan, if it didn't get diffed by Udra, it might be peak. Maybe. Like get him from be freed. Yeah, new Udra is... I think this is also great in early peak. I don't know if I'd put it peak. I think for the first cephalopod monster, it's definitely like memorable. And I know this monster kills people actually, which I think is good. This monster actually fucks people up. I think it definitely memorable design, definitely a memorable fight. I think though it kind of struggles with telegraphs. Maybe that's a good thing. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Maybe that's like subjective. But it can be a bit hard to telegraph at times. It has its own theme, which I think is cool. Is it the most memorable OST out of the Apexes? I'm gonna say no.
Long ago, there
But
was a particular
actually, no, it's not bad.
fire spring,
But I think
the black flame.
new Udra. Oops. New Udra's like here or here. I'll leave it here for now. I think it might be peak, we'll see. I'll think on that. Who's next? Guardian Doshaguma. To be honest, I don't like Guardian as much as normal. I think it's a nice surprise though. I think surprise factor is good. Like, but I just don't know if it's good as normal Doshaguma, to be honest. Like, I go Hirabami in mid. I think, yeah, so Basic Pride, I think Hirabami is very forgettable. It has really cool equipment, but it comes in a pack of 3, right? And why is there not an alpha Hirabami? I feel like that's a missed opportunity, no? But for reference, by the way, I don't really think there's a bad monster, but there's definitely mid monsters. You say Chatacabra is mid? The reason I don't think Chatacabra might be fine or good, I'm not sure. The reason I put Chatacabra here is because like it teaches you telegraphs. It teaches you about the wounding with its tongue, like because you can wound its tongue after it attacks. I just think it's a decent tutorial monster. I don't think it's good as like Gypceros, but I think it's just decent for a tutorial. And it's kind of memorable because he gets bullied all the time. Like, people remember Chatacabra for it being beaten the fuck out of. But I feel like no one remembers Hirabami. It's like the great Gypceros of the game. So that's why I put it like good at least. Like, it might be fine, but I put it here, personally. Who are we on? Oh yeah, Guardian Doshaguma. Like, I don't know. As I said, I think it's a cool surprise. Where is it? But I don't think it's as good as normal Doshaguma.
That's the way to the village.
EVH. I think I prefer normal Doshaguma's moves and attacks to Guardian one. And I think like there isn't like an alpha Guardian Doshaguma, right? Which makes sense. But I think the alpha, the whole alpha thing of normal one is a lot cooler.
Something's wrong.
I think it makes it more memorable than this as well. I guess, but yeah, this does have surprise factor. We don't see this diff anything like that. Like, Alpha Doshaguma diffs Balahara. So I think this would be like... Yeah? Yeah. I have to think on this one. I think this is like fine for now. I just think normal Doshagra is more memorable than this. Yeah, I'm gonna no. Who's that? Guardian Wrath. I think Guardian Wrath's really cool. Well, I don't want to see your relationship. I want to see the ref.
It's time to get inside!
Okay, Guardian Ref. I think Guardian Ref is great. August T. I'm sad it doesn't play as OST during this fight. But I think this is more memorable than because like this is the first Raph you see in game, right? And you're kind of there like, why the fuck is it look like this? And this actually killed people. I know this actually killed a lot of people. They buffed up the refs in this game, you know. Not Rathian actually, the Rathalos and stuff. But I think Guardian Ref is in great tier. So to balance the tiers out more, we might need some stuff. But I'd say Guardian Ref is like... Is it better than Ajarakan? I'm not sure. It might be. Okay, for balance reasons, we're gonna do this. For now. Yeah, I think this is good. Yeah, I like this spot for Guardian Ref. Yeah, so who's next? Who is next? Oh, Guardian. Oh, shit. Hold up.
You're not saying that.
Where is it? Where is it? Where's this? Oh. Yeah, this is where it just like, right. I mean, I think Guardian Arkveld's just peak. Maybe I don't put Guardian Arkveld peak because you can only do it once. And that's annoying. Well, I mean, I guess you can join an SOS. But it's like, you're joining a low rank SOS. So you like have to just go out of the way to downscale your gear. And then you don't really get anything bad. Like, I guess you get loads of Guardian parts. But, I don't know, maybe should I count that? I don't know. But I think Guardian, like, this fight's kind of cinema. Like, it has unique interactions with the environment as it moves up levels. It has a really, like, it has one of the best OSTs in the game, I'd say. Like, you hear this, like, synthy shit? This is hype. I mean, like, because of that, it might be... Okay. It might be peak. I don't know if it's as peak as Rey Dau, just because, like... Why can you only do it once? Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna put it here. I'm putting it here. I think this is fine. I think Guardian Arkveld is peak. Who's next? Oh, Jin Dahaad. I mean... I feel like Jin Dahaad is also peak now.
Rushing out was the death.
I'd say the only annoying thing about Jin Dahaad is it bugs out. Like, this fight is very buggy, but it's definitely cinema. No, that's a big thing. Guardian Arkveld and Jin Dahaad, they have aura. Aura is a big thing. But like, Jin Dahaad having his own arena really cool. You know, she just gets held back by the bugs. It's kind of cool that it, like, can climb on shit everywhere as well. It like farts ice on you. It doesn't fart it, you know what I mean. Yeah, Jin Dahaad's sick. I think Jin Dahaad's peak. Also, like, it has so many breakable parts, which is really satisfying, especially when you break the thing on its, like this big thing here on its back. Very satisfying tail cut. Where is it? Jin Dahaad's peak. Is it as peak as these two? I'm not sure. Maybe it is. I think I personally prefer Arkveld. Because you can only do this once, I'm putting Jin Dahaad ahead of it. You should be able to do this more than once. So I'm putting Jin Dahaad there. Okay, who's next? Guardian, Ebony, Odogaron.
Sentry.
This was really hyped to see,
Guess they really did
because, you know, it's like
create
Odogaron
creatures
returning,
in
right?
red.
But
So,
I always
what kind of
preferred
monster do you
original
think
Odogaron to Ebony.
Well, let's see.
I think
They
that,
have a keen
like,
nose,
it's Ebony for lore reasons,
enough
right?
mobility
Like,
to navigate
Ebony
any
is
terrain. It would make
one,
Dune a broad territory,
probably
and
easier
by
to
habit,
find than
pursue
normal
its prey
Odogaron, so easier to
relentlessly.
acquire, right, to make the
At
Guardian
least,
one.
That's the sort of monster I'd put on guard.
And it's stronger than normal Odogaron, so it just seems like the better choice. So I think Ebony. Maybe it's great. I think Ebony's great. It was a nice surprise. And I think it makes sense.
This is called the monster.
And it has a lot of
Spore.
you can weaken it a lot after with its attacks,
Size, scent,
which I think is
and
like, it
placement.
allows for good
Give us
openings.
clues
I'd say
about
maybe
the
it gets
monster.
CC staggered too much.
Really?
I guess like Ebony was always kind of like glass
It's
cannon,
still
right?
fresh.
Well, Odogaron itself was always kind of glass cannon. Where is it?
Between the spore and the traits of
It is. Yeah, so it was supposed to be like a sentry. So like ambushes you, right? Patrols. Yeah, I think it was a nice surprise. The Guardian stuff is just kind of cool, to be honest, I think. Ebony Odogaron. I think it's like... maybe just behind Guardian Wrath, I'd say. I think that's fair. Okay. I think Zuwu's next, right? I think Zuwu's peak, personally. The reason why I think it's peak is because it was a nice surprise just being ambushed right after a quest and forced. Like, I wish, okay, I'll say, I wish this quest didn't allow you to like fast travel back to camp. I wish you just had to fight it there and then with, like, that was creepy, man, that's creepy. I wish you just had to fight it there and then with like the resources you had. Also, like, just a second cephalopod monster out of surprise, and it's got like this weird ass assassin motif to it. Well, not motif, design, you know what I mean? This is like, Zuwu is the unclassified apex of this area. Definitely. I think Zuwu's peak. I think Zuwu's peak.
It's eating it.
Okay, it's the Guardian Hunter. It's a squid. It looks really freaky. Like, it has some really freaky attacks, especially when like uses its
I think that's a guardian.
under
No.
the spikes, the fangs underneath it. I know it can eat you, right? Like, if you die to its pin, you just kind of get eaten. Rare pin thing. Cool assassin monster. I hope they give it like a cool. I think they'll give it like a variant or subspecies where it poisons you, and it tries to pin you when you get low health from the poison. That would be cool. Zuwu's peak. I don't know if it says peak as Go Arkveld, but it's peak. Who's next? Guardian Arkveld again. Oh yeah, because the first one was like a cutscene, right? So this is where like you actually fight it, right?
Why?
And that is like, ooh, I'd love Arkveld.
It's
Something.
destructive.
Yeah, I think Guardian Arkveld's like
There's
probably
no
better
other
than
way.
Zuwu.
What do you mean?
I guess like flagship kind of Also, this is cold. This is cold.
Become a threat to the
Aura.
continued existence of this ecosystem. It must be
Hello,
put
Return.
down.
This is gonna be loud.
No,
No,
please.
please,
Please.
Nata.
Get lost.
If anyone should be angry, it's me. And I hate that it
Where's the
happened.
line?
Control itself. The path we must take is clear.
There it is. I'm sorry if Arkveld doesn't notice this either.
Continued preservation of this ecosystem. The guild authorizes you to Slay the guardian Arkveld.
There it is.
Acknowledged.
Acknowledged. Acknowledged. Catch up.
No, please!
Gets lost, kid.
There
I have
has
a
to be
job.
another way! It finally got its chance to live!
Holy aura. Catch up. Yeah, I think this is just hype. Like, listen, this is just cat jam. I think you're going up here to just peek easily. Easy peek. Easy peek. Easy peek. I think Chadder's like too weak. Well, I mean, Great Jagras is also a pushover, but I put Great Jagras in good or great. The thing is, every monster in this game is a pushover. So it's kind of hard to rate a monster on being a pushover. Chatter is made to be goofy, bro. It's a frog with a giant tongue. You know what I mean? Like, usually the tutorial monster is supposed to be goofy. As I said, like, it could maybe be fine, but I don't think it's mid. Like, I'll move it down to balance it out. If I haven't got anything else, then fine. But I think Chatter's fine and good. But anyway, who's next? Is it Zoh Shia? It is. Ooh. So, hold on, where is it? We need the cutscene.
Yeah, let's.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. So I think Zoh Shia is just clearly peak, right? Like, this is like one of the best cutscenes in the game. Yeah, I wasn't even on.
Have to do this.
Yeah, this is like the best cutscene in the game.
One other option.
Hunter, are you sure? Right.
Cat jump.
It's worth a shot, isn't it?
Holy aura. You know what I mean?
Leave this to me.
Holy. Like, this is like, this moment was so hype. I like stood up and flipped. I did like a side flip, you know what I mean? Pull out the knife, you smash it. Look at that aura. Aura!
By my own order.
By my own order. I will slay Zoh Shia. I wish I could be like British in the game or something. Zoh Shia's peak. I think Zoh Shia's peak. I just like, same situation as God in Arkveld. Why can we only do it once? Is it? Ooh. Maybe that. I'm not sure. I think only being able to do it... I'm going to leave it there for now. Zoh Shia could rise to there when we do it in the future, right? But for now, it's like here. Rey Dau's just too peak. Rey Dau's just too clean. Okay, who's next? Yian Kut-Ku. Okay, well... Okay, Yian's funny, right? Yian Kut-Ku's funny. I think that's like a plus. He's supposed to be goofy. Look at him. He's supposed to be a goofy bird. I do think they could have made an alpha Yian Kut-Ku. Like, you see how there's so many of them? This could have been... It's kind of funny how it appears at a specific time as well. Like, there can be like a whole map of them. I think that should have been the perfect opportunity to make an alpha Yian Kut-Ku.
So, what's the problem?
Belong to what was big important.
Right. right. I think we may find some answers if we capture one.
You know what? I'd say it's memorable and it's iconic. Ooh.
Why would you?
Where would I put it? I'm not sure.
She actually hit.
Capture. I forgot we had to capture it, then we did the first one.
Crying out. To ensure the safety of our research operation, the guild authorizes the capture
The
of
blood just being loud in the back.
You're up!
I'm up.
I'm up. Bro. Yian Kut-Ku. Maybe here? Low-key, it might be great. Or top of good. Yeah, maybe this. Maybe it's just there, top of good. Who's that? Guardian, Fulgur, Anjanath. I think I kind of just put it in the same place as Odogaron. It's nice to, it was a nice surprise, nice to see that. It kind of did feel like though they were just like, oh, let's reuse world monsters by turning them into guardians.
Lala Barina.
Madame.
I guess like they choose Guardian Anjanath because
What do you make of it, Eric?
it's like Invader, right? So you just kind of see it everywhere.
Quite sturdy.
But
Beautifully grown specimen. Quite an impressive collection of
I guess
surface
it's kind of
cells.
similar to a doggo, like it
In
has
summary,
very
any
clear
individual
wound spot
that's
where
triumphed over an especially
Eric,
Oh,
here it
yes.
is, yeah. I guess it's not cool you see it hatch, but I think it's
did I miss it?
is it as good as Ebony Doggo? That's the question. I don't think I like it more than Guardian Wrath.
Is that an Anjanath?
It's nice hearing the world motif though, like the Ancient Forest battle theme. It'd be cool if we heard that like when we explored it though. I think. It's a nice robot. I would say the tempered version of it, like, oh nah, there's a lot down.
Right. We have
I think all the tempered guardians do a lot of damage there. Maybe I shouldn't use on perception. Is it memorable? I think it's instantly memorable. Olga. Is this fine? This might be fine. I think let's do. Maybe we should move stuff down to fine. Let me finish the list and we'll fucking decide. Okay, wait. So there's like a few other monsters, but don't have intros. Blangonga's fine. I think might even be mid. I don't know. So Blangonga, or I think it's Blangonga. In the old games, this thing was scary. In this one, it's a pushover, and it kind of makes me sad. Like this thing would hurt you. Obviously, as I said, difficulty in Miles, haha, kind of hard to judge. But I think it feels too slow. I think it should be faster. So I think it's it's not as intimidating as it used to be. I think it's fine, to be honest. Yeah. Gravios. Okay, I think Gravios is really good in this one. I think it's a huge, maybe top of good or great. I think it's a big improvement from the old games. Okay, let's move, for like thingy's sake, let's move these down to here. It's that, I think, yeah, Gravios is like big improvement from the old games. I think like it feels a lot bigger. I don't actually remember if it is or not, but it feels a lot bigger and more intimidating. The beam, like the beam effect feels a lot more intimidating. And obviously like if you don't know the monster, you just ding off it. But if you know the monster, you know the belly is like the easy spot to hit right, and you chunk the belly. So I think it's got a good weak spot now as well. So I think Gravios is good, maybe great. Gypceros. I think... Yeah, maybe. I think... It's funny. Is it funnier than Yian Kut-Ku? It might be, you know. Yian Kut-Ku has its own cutscene, which is funny and stuff. Ooh. This is hard. I'm gonna leave it there, but Gypceros, I think the death fake out was funny, and I've seen it kill people, which is also really funny. Is it better than... It might be better than Yian Kut-Ku. This is a hard one. I think Yian Kut-Ku looks funnier though. And it stands out more with like its colours and stuff. I'll put them next to each other. It's hard to decide. Yeah. Wrath. Okay, I think... Okay, let's do Rathian. Rathian is just like... good. I think Rathian just goes there, to be honest. I will say, Rathian's fire is a huge improvement. I think Rathian's fire attacks are really good in this one. She's like... I don't know if she's great, but I think she's definitely good. The only thing that throws me off, I don't think you can break the Wrath heads anymore. I guess it prevents it from being CC staggered more, but it was kind of satisfying to do. I think Rathian's fine here, right? I think this is a fine spot. Rathalos. Okay, Rathalos in this game. Obviously, Rathalos is John Monster Hunter, right? Like, you fight Rathalos in every game. He feels a lot more threatening in this one, and his attacks feel a lot more unique. And he has his own theme. Like, Rathalos is a flagship, and they made him feel like a flagship in this one. He might be peak. Is he better than New? He might be better. For me personally, he might be better than Udra. Is he peak? I'm not sure. I'm gonna leave him there. I think this, like, for me, I'm biased towards Flying Wyverns, right? So, there's that. I think, subjectively, I'm gonna put Wrath here. I can understand if he was, like, here. But I'm personally gonna put normal Rathalos here. I think normal Rathalos in this game is amazing. It was a nice surprise with the attacks. Like, the more unique attacks it has compared to, like, in World and Rise, I wouldn't say he was that great. I think he's a big improvement in this one. I just wish he had his own cutscene. Like Guardian Wrath. I think if he had his own cutscene, it might boost up here, you know. But I think Rathalos is great. Okay. Gore Magala. Gore Magala. Where is it?
I'll leave you to it.
I think Gore Magala. Where is it? So I think it's great. I don't think it's peak in this one. It feels so they gave it a classification as well. So it used to be 3 question marks, right? But now it's called a Demi Elder, which I think is fair. It kind of removes the edgy factor from it. So as weird as this is, I think the frenzy monsters being such a pushover kind of takes away from it. But I think that just might be a bug, so I should pretty much count that. It kind of sucks that you can only fight Gore Magala on the Ashard Cliffs, because it's kind of harder to like see, or like, I think it'd be better in big open arenas. And Ashard is kind of too enclosed, I know. But I think Gore Magala is great. I don't know if I'd put it peak though. I think like Gore Magala in Monster Hunter 4 is easily peak. In this game, I think the purple doesn't stand out as much as the other games. And I think it's kind of harder to tell the sky being black, which is like a really cool thing in the other games as well. I think it has a really cool OST in this one. And you know what? Tempered Gore Magala might be the hardest quest in the game, which is a bonus.
Spread this far.
It could be peak. I think it's great.
You two are their shield.
It's high grade. I don't know if it's peak. Also the cutscene goes hard.
Now it's our turn.
Seeing Fabius back
Now
about
it's
other
our
stuff.
turn.
Gore Magala. It's like around here. I think I'm gonna leave it there. Like, Gore Magala cuts people. It's what Temper Gore Magala is one of the hardest quests in the game, which I think is a plus, because there's not enough hard quests in the game. Okay. Arkveld. Last monster. I think Arkveld's peak, you know? I think it's a well telegraphed fight. It's definitely a memorable fight. They do well with that in flagships.
Rey Dau sighted.
Also, this cutscene is... once again, I'm sad Rey Dau gets slapped about, but they need to like flex off the flagship, right? Which is Arkveld. The OC is different from Guardian Arkveld, but it's still as good as it.
It's true. A reversion to the origin species.
It also has I think it has new moves, the normal one compared to Guardian. Different moves. And obviously you can find it on any map, so it's basically an invader, right? But it has this move in a sec where it like it like holds up Rey Dau with its chains, and I think that's pretty cool. It just sucks that Rey Dau has to suffer it. Hold up, we'll see it in a sec. And yeah, it absorbs the beam, which is cool. But I think Arkveld's really hype. And obviously, like, I personally don't think it's as hard as Tempered Gore Magala.
Eric's worst fears were right.
I think it's a lot more telegraphed and readable. Though, okay, that's what I forgot to mention. I think because it's a lot more telegraphed and readable, but it can also one-shot you, right? Well, not one-shot, but it will kill you. I think it's better designed fight than Gore Magala. Now, I don't think that makes Gore Magala bad though. Gore Magala's still really good. I just think Arkveld is better designed. Like, Tempered Arkveld, sure, maybe like one of the hardest quests, but I don't think it's as hard as Tempered Gore Magala. But I think it's like, it's easier in a good way. Also, yeah, that's just like a cool cutscene, right? Like, it just raises it up. Absorbed it.
We can't leave it like this.
I think Arkveld is, I think normal Arkveld's peak.
You're sure?
Is it more peak than Guardian?
If I were a hunter.
Yeah, I might just put it above Guardian
That's what
because
I
you can
would
repeat it.
Alright.
Like, look, but so this is cool.
Alma! Right! The target is an aberrant Arkveld. The guild authorizes the hunt. Understood.
Yeah. So, what's this? I'm just gonna put it there. I'm pretty happy with this. That's like all of them. I think I'm happy with this. I think like these three could maybe be peak, but I think Gore's fight design isn't as good as these. But everything else about it is really cool. New Udra is a bit untelegraphed, kind of similar to Gore, I guess, but also really cool. I think because you just kind of see Wrath every game, it doesn't have the same like hype as these. And I'd also say Ajarakan could maybe be peak, but it's kind of like gets diffed by Udra. Odogaron is SSS. No. Look, okay. If it was normal Odogaron, maybe it's peak. But it's Ebony, which I don't think Ebony's as good as normal. And it gets diffed by Zuu. Like, sure, Zuu is peak, but it kind of just like you beat it again. Well, it doesn't again. You know what I mean? Like you kill the Odogaron and it gets whatever. But like I don't know. I think Odogaron's hit. I think I'd prefer a Guardian Wrath to these two. And then I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm happy with this. I think I'm happy with this. Blangonga can maybe be mid, but I'm gonna leave it here. I think Rompopolo is actually kind of funny because it always destroys that one camp. Nah. I think this is fine. I think this is fine. I think I'm happy with this. Yeah. I think this is it. Yeah, I think this is it. This could change. It depends on how I'm feeling. But for now, I think this is it. Doesn't exist. I mean, I'll update this, I think, in the future. But I think when all of base wilds is out, I'll do this again. And I'll see what I think. But for now, this is how it is. Yeah. Yep, that's that. Maybe goals here, actually. Maybe this is better. I don't know. But, yeah, I think that's my general thoughts. Maybe Uth Duna's down here, you know. I don't know, think about Uth Duna. I think this spreads it out better. So I'll leave it like this. Also, Uth Duna gets... Yeah, I know Rey Dau gets diff, but Uth Duna also gets diff. But it feels more of a diff with Uth Duna. Even though it somehow happens twice with Rey Dau. Man, why did they do Rey Dau dirty? I think I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. This is my list. Yeah. Alright, anyway. Quite donezo. I think I'm donezo. I think Doshaguma is top tier. I think that's fair. I could understand that. I just don't think... Like, I think Doshaguma is really cool. I've said Doshaguma is actually the monster I think who hits me the most. But... it's just not as hype as these for me. It could maybe... be ahead of the Guardians. I'm not sure. It could maybe be here. I'm not sure. But right now, I'm feeling here. I think it has a cool gimmick with the wounds. Like when it enrages and stuff. And, you know, it's like the only monster to use the alpha thing for some reason. Like, I think Yian Kut-Ku and Hirabami could have also had an alpha variant, but they don't. I guess Blangonga is like the alpha by default, same with Congalala, but... I could understand if someone thinks Doshaguma is up tier. I think me personally, it's great. But yeah, I think that does it for me. I think, yeah. We upload this as a YouTube vid, so thank you for watching. But yeah, this is the base game tier list. I'm gonna update this when everything from the base game's out, I think.